And there it goes, off to the new home. Which is about 2.5 hours away, I believe it's what they said. Alright, as you see, the Kawasaki Mule has been sold. And this will be the next project, which was a guy started, he took parts of a golf cart, which is what the rear end is, and this part of the frame. And then he custom built this other box frame, and he said he was going to try to turn it into a rat rod golf cart project. It's got a leaf spring front end. The steering is hooked up. I believe that front axle is custom made. But anyway, and I do know the rear axle is good. You can put it in gear. He said it's got brand new brake shoes on it. But anyway, this is as far as he got, and he lost interest in it. He put it up for sale pretty cheap, so I bought it. And along with the frame, I got two motors. One of them is a 23 horse Briggs V-twin. The guy said he had this thing running, but the fuel pump was messing up, and he had to keep spraying starting fluid in it to keep it going. So, but he says that does run, which I don't know if it does. I haven't heard it, so I'm going to try it. And I also got this 12.5 horse Cub Cadet cooler. The guy said this was on a Cub Cadet riding lawnmower, and it does run. But again, I don't know if it does. I'm going to have to get it going. It has a brand new 40 series CVT setup. Here's the clutch with the belt, chain drive, and I got this other stuff here. This is exhaust pipe. Has a brand new ignition switch, solenoid. Here's the air filter covers. Nothing else in the box. So this will be interesting to see if I can make anything out of it. I'm still debating on whether to try to or just salvage the motors and keep this for parts. I don't know. But anyway, I would like to see if these motors run. I've already got this one up here on the stand, so I'll probably start with this one. And let's see what it will do. Alright, let's see if it's going to do anything. I've got a temporary fuel line going to the carburetor. Don't need a fuel pump. This line is going to the shut-off solenoid on the fuel pump, so I'll hook this together with the positive. And then I'll just touch this to the battery, and let's see what's going to happen. This here's the choke. We'll choke it. I've already got it on idle. And this wire is a kill wire just in case it goes crazy. I can ground it out. Let me get that stripped a little better. just in case. I can just touch it and it'll ground out and shut off. Let's see. I think we're ready to try it. Take the choke off. It burns a little oil, but nothing too bad. Probably from sitting for so long. Cool. That's what I wanted to see. It does run. It does blow some smoke out of the crankcase, but I don't know how long this motor's been sitting without running, so that could be just some stuff from that. Anyway, this runs, and let's try the other motor. Well, I turned the camera off too soon. You saw the engine was running and everything, so I shut the camera off. I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and run the rest of the gas out of the line, and now the carburetor, let it just run till it dies. So I fired it back up. I had the camera off, I fired it back up. It ran for maybe 10 seconds. And then it just stopped dead. Something inside has broke. See, it'll turn that way, but then it stops. And it'll turn. It turns that way, okay. Well, now it's turning. There it goes. So, I have a feeling either one or both of the connecting rods broke. I don't know. I need to drain the oil, flip this upside down, get the oil pan removed, and take a look inside and see what happened. Well, I got the sump pump cover removed, and just like I figured, one of the connecting rod caps broke. There it is. There's part of it. Here's one of the connecting rods, and you can see right there, that one's missing. Gonna have to pull the camshaft out of the way and probably get a much better view. I got connecting rod cap out, and that bearing surface does not look good. Here's the other part of the connecting rod that broke off. There's one of the bolts. There's the other bolt that's missing part of it. It's not in that end, so it must still be in the part that's up there. But anyway, that's what happened to it. So this motor is done for until I can get another rod. And I'll have to get the crankshaft out of there and take a look at the surface, because after looking at this, the surface of the crank looks that bad, then it's going to need a new crankshaft, and yeah, it might not be worth messing with to fix. So anyway, there's an update with this Briggs V-twin. Catch you on the next one.